Hello, folks, and welcome to another episode of the Game Show Speed Podcast. I am your host, Dante Pippin, and alongside me is my co-host, Michael Bombardier.
Hi, everyone. A pleasant good evening to you, wherever you may be. Welcome to another Game Show Speak. Pull up a chair as we talk about some things regarding the game shows.
Yes, yep, we got topics for you guys today. Today, of course. Let's get down to, without further ado, let's get down to business, and we're going to announce not only the players, but the format for Jeopardy's Tournament of Champions this year. Episode 3 of the Inside Jeopardy podcast revealed a brand new format for the 2022 Tournament of Champions, as well as who will be in it. Buzzy Cohen, the 2017 Tournament of Champions champ, was a guest on Michael Davies and Sarah Voss on the podcast. They start out talking about the contestants who will be participating in the 2022 Tournament of Champions. Two winners from October's Second Chance Tournament, Jessica Singh from the National College Championship, Sam Buttery from the Professors Tournament, Amy Schneider, Matt Emoto, Mateo Roach, Lyle Long, Jonathan Fisher, Brian Chang, Courtney Shaw, Erica Hosick, Zach Newkirk, Megan Waspress, Andrew He, Tyler Rowe, Jackie Kennedy, John Fott, Margaret Shelton, Maureen O'Neill, and Christine Wilche. But that's not all. The Tournament of Champions will feature a new format this year. It's announced right off the bat. It's announced that Amy Schneider, Matt Emoto, and Mateo Roach will go straight to the semifinal games. A need was felt to draw a distinction between the three top players because of the extraordinary number of games each of them won. Therefore, none of the other 18 contestants will have to face off against Amy, Matt, or Mateo in their quarterfinals. The 18 other players will compete in 6 quarterfinal games. There are no wild cards. The 6 quarterfinal winners plus Amy, Matt, and Mateo will then face off in 3 semifinal games. The final matches will be like the greatest of all time tournament. The 3 final winners will play until one of them wins 3 games. The finals can run from 3 to 7 days. The producers think that eliminating the wild cards will make the quarterfinal games much more competitive. They also think that doing away with the 2-day final format in favor of the first to win 3 games approach will result in more competitive games. Sarah mentioned that taping will begin for the Tournament of Champions on October 31st, 2022. So what are your thoughts about this, Michael?
Wow, that gives the super. That gives Matt, Amy, and Mateo plenty of time to prepare for the semifinal. Well, first of all, I mean, that is going to be a blockbuster of an event to watch. And I saw in another server that Ken Jennings is going to host until January, and then Miami will be taken over. So this is going to be one heck of a tournament.
Oh boy. Well, I told my mom about this, and she said we'll have to wait and see how it will turn out, and hopefully they do it right. All right, now VH1 renews RuPaul's Drag Race for season 15. RuPaul's Drag Race is about to make her story again. The long-running competition series has been renewed for season 15, which will put Drag Race over 200 total episodes. VH1 has also ordered another season of Untucked, which will air directly after new episodes of Drag Race on Friday nights. When I hear season 15 of RuPaul's Drag Race, I have to pinch myself. I just won't tell you where, host and executive producer RuPaul said in a statement. We never take for granted the opportunity we've been given to showcase drag excellence into authentic queer stories. Thank you to the fans, World of Wonder, VH1, our cast and crew, and most of all, our brave and beautiful queens. Drag Race wrapped its first ever all-winners edition of All Stars on Paramount Plus in July, with Jinx Monsoon being crowned the franchise's inaugural Queen of All Queens. Original Flavor Drag Race concluded its 14th season on VH1 in April, when Willow Pill emerged victorious. New episodes of RuPaul's Secret Celebrity Drag Race currently airs Fridays at 8, 7 Central on VH1. So, your thoughts about this, Michael?
No surprise with that. It's going strong for a lot of seasons on VH1. Now, my question I have for RuPaul, she's coming up. He's coming off. He's just coming off guest hosted Jimmy Kimmel Live probably just the other day, and now you got Lingo coming up on CBS. How is that going to affect your time on Drag Race? Because not only do you have Drag Race, but you also got to switch over to another studio for Lingo. I'm wondering how that's going to play out on that.
Yeah, I'm wondering too. But congrats to RuPaul, though. That's the main thing. All right, now we're going to have some ratings. We have the ratings, of course. In the latest TV show ratings, CBS's Big Brother this Sunday drew 3.8 million total viewers and a 0.7 rating, dipping in the demo week to week, yet still dominating the night in that measure. Opening the Eyes night, a 60 minutes rerun, delivered Sunday's largest audience, 5.6 million. Over on NBC, the yet-to-be-nude Who Do You Think You Are closeout season 11 was shy of 1.6 million viewers and a 0.1 demo rating, hitting and matching season lows. ABC's Celebrity Family Feud, 4.3 million, 0.5, and The Final Straw, 2 million, 0.3, were steady, but $100,000 premium, 3.8 million, 0.4, ticked down. Sunday's cable networks are forthcoming. Here's what happened Friday. Totals 8/18/49. The $100,000 pyramid, 454, 0.03. RuPaul's Secret Celebrity Drag Race, 395K, 0.10. People Plus on GSN, 338, 0.02. Wow. Just wow.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Just wow.
There's something that just popped up on Twitter. Hold up. There's something that popped up on Twitter, on their Twitter account. Gameshow Network, aka GSN, renews tug of war with a new host, Samantha Harris. Let me check this out real quick. Yep.
What?
Yes. Heck. I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
Ahmad Rashad needs to have another season of it. I'm like,
what happened to Ahmad Rashad? He did a fine job with this show. Oh. Also, bring back common knowledge, less Family Feud. Mix up the game shows equally.
Bring back Catch 21.
Hmm.
And you know what? Here's a funny thing. Where's America Says? Where's Catch 21? Where's Chain Reaction? Where?
Yeah, you have. And I'm with you. I mean,
I haven't seen her since Dancing with the Stars season 9.
Yeah, she was there in season 9 of Dancing with the Stars. Just why though? I guess they're coming back on the number of times America Says is on and all that.
I bring back the reruns of the retro style games in order to fill in for the rest of the Family Feud slots.
Heck, I'm surprised at this, to be honest with you. Heck, wow, I just don't believe it. I mean, what? Watch out kick off Ahmad Rashad, the host of Caesar's Challenge on NBC. What did he do?
I don't even know.
Oh,
this will be his chance to get back to NBC Sports.
Or they might bring back Caesar's Challenge. We may never know. You may never know. So, I don't know what to say on this. I just really don't know what to say about that. Anyway, but in other news, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is celebrating its 23rd anniversary. Oh, man, Millionaire has grown up on us. Oh, wow. Wow, Millionaire. Oh man. Hold on. Let me read this. On this day, 1999, the game show that changed everything alive in America, when ABC premiered Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I mean, when you first watched Millionaire, Michael, what did it feel like?
It felt like a lot of intensity, you know. I
Yes.
mean, the way they just came out, with that tension just kept coming at me, coming at me, coming at me, and then and when it went into syndication, I thought it took away some of the elements from the prime time version, but they still did wonderful, no matter what.
Yes. Despite all the format, the clock format, and, and that $1 million tournament of 10, the shuffle format, despite all those, Millionaire still performed well, even if it went down in ratings. And we could say, one man that said that brought this show to us was the late great Regis Philbin. Thank you,
No
Regis.
doubter.
Thank you, Regis, for making the show what it is. Your charm, wit, and humor will be sorely missed, and the game show fan community will miss you as well. Nobody can run the show better than you could. Oh, wow. When I first watched Millionaire, it was like a joy to watch. The set, the music, and the vibes it gives me. Hell, it gives in the theme itself. It's like a final boss music in a video game. It's just really epic in any way, shape, or form. It's just so good that you can listen to it again over and over and over. Thank you, Strahan. Thank you, Keith and Matthew Strahan. You two will be rest in peace, Matthew Strahan. First of all, thank you for creating this awesome music, and your work will be remembered forever. Wow, just wow. And thank you, Millionaire, for inspiring our childhoods. I grew up with Wheel, Jeopardy, and all that, and Millionaire. Thank you for all you've done for us. Now it's time to do a food chain on host of Family Feud.
Here we go.
So before we do this, we need to break down the rules. Number one, and this is the obvious one. This is simple this is just our opinions. That's it. Simple. Number two, we're only counting one host. One host is hosting tenure as one hosting tenure, even if they do two separate stints. Now, so without further ado, let's get it on the way. Let's get it on the way with the man that started it all, Richard Dawson.
Oh man.
Richard Dawson, the suave man, the cool man, the OG of the feud. That man
He was the king, in my opinion. He was the king.
Yes, he is. He is the king. He was a delight to watch on TV. I grew up watching reruns of the Dawson era feud. The way he kisses women, that's his stick.
He treated everyone like family.
Yes, that's what Family Feud is supposed to be about.
He's an easy number one right there. Easy number one.
Yes, he's a prima donna backstage, but he interacts
on stage. It's just a whole different side of him.
Yes.
Yes.
Go ask the late Howard Felsher.
Yeah. Howard Felsher and Paul Alter. Dante somehow left for something. But yet again, like, uh,
Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Go ahead.
but again, as I was saying, yeah, Richard Dawson, easy number one.
Yes, easy number one. Without him, the Family Feud wouldn't be what it is today. Thank
It would
you.
have been a disaster.
It would have. So Richard Dawson at number one, of course. Now we're gonna go to 1988, and one man that replaced him was Ray Combs. Now,
Ooh,
Ray Combs.
you got it.
All right, Ray Combs was a great successor to Richard in the comedic sense. His timing and his sense of humor was great. Was great. I mean, in one episode of his feud, he wore high heels. He gets a bonus points for that. That was some fun stuff right there.
Like,
And the way he engages with the contestants is so fun.
It's so fun. Even though he's not number one standard, I kind of liked his chances.
Yeah, I did like, but he always had that one knock against him. No disrespect. During the last show, yeah, the thing was when his shows were airing, because the last show was in May of 1994. Dawson's second run on Feud was taping during that time. So he was told beforehand that we were making a host change and we're going back to Dawson. And he wasn't professional about it, and I can understand him being rightfully ticked off. But by the same token, it was in the works 2 years before his eventual firing or dismissal from the show, because when Mark Goodson died, Jonathan took over, and as long as Jonathan was cool with it, he wanted to have Dawson back. So let's back the question. And just a reminder, once again, for you guys just tuning in, we're not going back to Dawson 94, and we're only counting Dawson's hosting tenure as one hosting tenure, even though it was just 2 separate stints, for the sake of the chain and for the sake of clarification.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, Dawson was sharp as ever in the 1994 version that he ever was on the Feud. I mean, yeah, sure.
I mean, he did take away some of the stuff that he had in the original run. I mean, but still, he still had the Midas touch.
Yeah, I remember he hated the bullseye round they did. I remember he hated the bullseye round, but he worked out a compromise in the bankroll round. Yeah, and Dawson was a little slower on the trigger per se, but I thought his comedy was performed well. But that was his age showing. But he was all right.
No matter what, Dawson's a lock in number one. But Ray Combs, I don't know.
For Ray Combs, I will put him in number 2 because he's
for now, right?
For now, but that will change soon.
Yeah, that will change.
Will change. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Ray Combs, for making Feud great as always. Rest in peace. You will be sorely missed. Now we go, and of course, rest in peace, Mr. Dawson, who died in 2012. Rest in peace to those 2 legends. Now we get to the 1999 syndicated era of the show, and that man who hosted it was the late great Louie Anderson. Let's play Feud. Now, Louie Anderson, I mean, he was just a joy to watch, and he was just great. There were some problems with him. Number 1, he tried too hard by his own admission to emulate Richard Dawson. And you're never to emulate or impersonate somebody else if you're going to be a host. That's one thing about show business.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to just be yourself. I would put him at, I don't know, 3 for now.
Yeah, I'll put him obviously. Now let me get my thoughts out of the way. I mean, when the extortion scandal away, I mean, when the extortion scandal was done and over with, around season 3, they changed up the prize value to from 10,000 to 20,000. That was the only good thing that came out of that season, and they started doing the tournaments. But his comedy was somewhat funny. His comedy was funny. So yeah, we'll put him at number 3. Now, Michael, we're gonna have some fun because I'm doubling the points. Oh my god, yeah! Hey, guess what? Since this is Bigfoot Feud, I'm tripling the points. Oh god, yeah!
Richard Kahn?
Awesome. Yes, it's Richard Kahn, ladies and gentlemen. The man who has been rerun to death so many times since over 200 bleep episodes of Match Game, Family Feud, and the $100,000 pyramid over the past 5 years. Over the past, well, can't say, I'll say about past 15 years. Now, Richard Kahn, he's pedestrian. Does he try too hard with the jokes? Absolutely. Does he keep the gameplay flowing? Absolutely. I mean, in season 1, they still had Louie's format with the 1 strike rule.
But until in his second season they brought that lasted until his second season when they brought back the 300 points format.
Yep, and
the format we all know and love.
Yep, and also the Halloween specials were fun as well.
Yeah, absolutely. He stayed in character throughout those.
Yep, yes, he did, and I love how the contestants get dressed up in outfits, including Richard himself. He is good. He is very good. They really changed the set. And Bert and Richardson come out of the casting like a vampire was so fun. Bert and Richardson, thank God for you. Just thank God for you. I mean, he's the great announcer to the show.
And I think Burton's still announcing for the celebrity version too.
Yes, he is. And all. Now, Richard Kahn, where do we put him on here?
I mean, I said this.
Yes,
this was going to change. I said this was going to change, but for keeping the gameplay moving along, I'd put him at 3 to be safe.
But do we want to put him above Ray though?
No, above Louie.
Yeah, we'll put him above. Okay, fine. We'll put him above Louie because we can't put him above
behind Ray.
We'll put him behind Ray and above Louie. Yeah. I mean, Richard Kahn, thank you for making the show cool. Love him on Home Improvement as Al Bolin. I want to see him wear flannel. I want to see. Never got this. It's too
he
bad.
Also did a season of Bingo America.
Yeah, on GSN. Now, if they hadn't gone with Patrick Duffy as host of Bingo America, we would see Bingo America with Richard Kahn and Diane Masoda on TV to this day. What do you have to say about that, Michael?
I mean, in terms of the second season, Patrick Duffy opened the door and Richard Kahn somehow closed it.
Yes. I'm all about Diane Masoda getting some TV time. That's a beautiful thing. It's just a beautiful thing to see. So yeah, we'll put him above Louie and behind Ray. So now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do this in my Rich Fields impression. And now, here's your host, Ricky Lake.
I thought we were doing John Hurley next.
Yes, but Game Show Marathon was coming on at the time, so we have to put her on here. I
don't get it.
Well, one, there was
She's
a special
talk show person,
and this was before like John Hurley took over and all that. So I guess we have to count her as a host somewhat, because this. So, Licky Lake, yes, we're Game Show Marathon back in 2006. Bring out the retro set in polyester. But we have. Oh, Ricky. Just why? Minute one, when she comes to the door, come out from the big doors to do price, and she does like pressure, price, let's make a deal, pressure luck, card sharks, match game, family feud, and beat the clock. She was just definitely there for the paycheck. She was definitely there for the paycheck.
I'm like, why? I mean, for the love of God, dead last.
Dead last. Dead last. Yes. But
I'm sorry. Dead last.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes. Just no to me. And then one thing that irks me, when she did Pressure Luck, this was taped 2 months before Peter's death, and then they aired it in July. So why not bring back Peter to host the show? Because no one can host the show better than he could. You agree with that, Michael?
And here's the funny thing, too, in terms of card sharks. Why not bring back Jim Perry to do it?
Or bring back Bob Eubanks. Or Bill Rafferty, who was still alive by that time. I can understand her hosting Match Game because of Gene Rayburg's passing in 1999, but
you could have had Ross Schaefer do it.
Ross Schaefer, I don't know.
If he was still around.
On Family Feud, why didn't have Richard Kahn host it? Or
why not have the original one do it?
Richard Dawson was already retired by that point, and there's no, yeah. For Let's Make a Deal, they should have brought back Monty Hall for both Let's Make a Deal and Beat the Clock.
I've seen Monty Hall do deals on the current version of Deal. He still had it.
Yes, he still got it. What? That irks me. I mean,
what the world?
What in the world's going on here? So yeah, Ricky dead last. Now we're going to John O. Hurley. Yes.
And make note, this wasn't the first time John O. Hurley and Bert Richardson worked together.
Yes. Yes, they worked together on To Tell the Truth in 2000. And he actually.
So we have to make note on that.
Yeah, we had to make note on that he and Burton worked together on To Tell the Truth in 2000, and these two did well together. They gelled well together, and the fact that they had the original member of To Tell the Truth, the late Kitty Carlisle Hart, on it, it was so cool. It was a great moment. Now let's go.
Blast from the past.
Yes. Now we're going to his version of Feud. I mean, John was suave, sophisticated. Heck, he's surprisingly handsome. He is the first Family Feud host to crack 6 foot. He's like a game show host you would create in a lab. And he has that silky, smooth baritone voice.
And you know something? He's also the first Family Feud host that can dance.
Yes, because remember he lost Dancing with the Stars, and if you win or lose on Dancing with the Stars, he probably would have gotten the gig anyway.
I'm like, he had some moves during his tenure.
Moves right there, lady. That's what I like in a British man. Ooh, yes. Now, John O. Hurley's Halloween specials were fun. I mean, they put something into it for Richard Karn, but I think they put a little more so with O. Hurley. I like how they make it a true Family Feud. He brought his son on episodes. Like, I thought that was adorable.
But one thing that was an absolute plus for me, they brought back the original set style.
Yeah, they brought back the original set somewhat, and I like how they brought back the living room caricature from the entrances. It really was a blast from the past from the old.
And they added some extra audience sections too. That's what I
Yeah,
really
from
liked
the
about
back
that.
wall. That was actually very cool. And one of the best moments to come out of that.
It makes you look like you're at Madison Square Garden for a change. Isn't that not true?
Yeah, that is true. Oh man. And one of the best moments from his Halloween special when they really started referencing Richard Dawson again. That was actually kind of cool because I remember one contestant in that episode, the Halloween special, said that his aunt was on the show in 1981 and Richard kissed her, and John O'Hurley just came up to the stage and kissed that woman. That was the best moment. I like how they went to their proud lineage.
So, I would say he's solid. I would say he's solid.
He is solid. I guess we could put him.
Where would Ray come up? That's the question.
That is a hard one. Ray was good, and so was John. Richard, my gosh. I guess we could put him above Ray, but we can't put him above Richard.
You know what? To be safe, I think we'd have Ray and John tied together.
Ray and John tied together. For me, I would put him over Ray.
Yeah, it's also another way to be safe, right?
Yeah, another way to be safe. Because, and as I said, now they're starting to go back to the proud lineage. They brought up the classic theme. It's the summer of 2008. The Olympics in Beijing were on at the time, and NBC wanted to get coverage of it. So NBC decided to dub their lineup as All American Summer. And one of those celebrity lineups was Celebrity Family Feud.
Which is still going strong at the time. Which is now going strong at the ABC as we speak.
Yes. Now, composed of 6-hour-long episodes. And you were expected to take 2 episodes back to back. But no, it opted as a tournament format. Which we won't get to, obviously. And then the host was Al Roker. Now, I was shocked to see Al Roker hosting Family Feud because I've never seen. I think he had experience hosting a game show prior to Celebrity Family Feud.
Guest hosted Millionaire?
Yes, that's right. And he also did a blast from the past on game shows on MSNBC and MSNBC at the time. And, I mean, so what do you think when he hosted Celebrity Family Feud on NBC?
It was okay.
I mean,
I could have seen improvement.
Yeah, I can see an improvement too. He was okay. I mean, it was all right. He didn't do too badly.
It was pleasant but forgettable.
Yeah, pleasant but forgettable. But he's just an all-around lovable guy. I love his energy. I love what he brings to the table on Feud. He is good. He has some good energy. It was pleasant but forgettable. So where would we put him? Michael?
Where would we put him?
Yes. I would put him above Ricky Lake.
Yeah, I would be in the same ballpark.
Because at least Al had 1 or 2 good moments about him.
Yeah.
And Ricky just faked it, of course.
Yeah.
And of course, one more to go, and it's the guy who is currently at the helm on the show and brought the show to ratings heaven since Richard Dawson's heyday on the show. My man, Steve Harvey. Steve is just an all-around funny guy. I like how he turns the show into a comedy machine. He is ready, on the hook. He is an all-around funable guy. He's a comedian. Yes, he is one of the 4 kings of comedy. And he's just so good on the show. He brought joy to the show. He didn't make himself the star of the show. He made the contestants the star of the show. And that is key.
Uh-huh. Just like how Dawson did.
And like Richard Kahn did, and to a lesser extent John Hurley. And he is just a funny guy. And right now he's on his 11th year hosting Family Feud. He has officially surpassed Richard Dawson in length of tenure. He has done it all. Family Feud was the number 1 syndicated show of all time. Let's take this in. Let's let it sink in. This format was 40 years old. It has gone through all the motions, for all the trials and tribulations that it's gone through, from the set changes, to the format changes, to the host changes. 4 of these hosts, including the original host, have all tried to make the show relevant. By nth degree, they have all failed. They never give the producers behind the show saw the magic of the show, of what the show had become. They never gave up. They never threw in the towel. And to see Family Feud number 1 again proved that all the turmoil had paid off. Family Feud was back on top. And thank you, Steve Harvey, for making Family Feud what it is again. Thank you. We all appreciate that.
The question is the ranking.
That is a good question. Where should we put him?
Let's put him in a tie.
Put him a tie with who? That's the question.
I'd put him in a tie with it. No, let's not.
So where we put him?
Where do you think we should put him?
That is a good question. We can't put him above Richard. No. No disrespect. I guess we can put him up at number 2. Of course. What do you think, Michael?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll put him up at number 2. So, I'm sorry, Ray. Once again, rest in peace. I'm sorry. Anyway. So there's the chain. Let's run it down. Richard Dawson at number 1. Steve Harvey at number 2. Ray Combs at 3. Richard Kahn at 4. Louie Anderson at 5. Al Roker at 6. And at dead last, Ricky Lake. Thank God she is not trying that again. Thank God for that. So there's the chain, and that is it for this episode. Michael, close us out.
Give this a thumbs up if you like this. Comment down below. Give us your thoughts on all of our segments. Subscribe to Dante Pittman. Hit the notification bell. Also, check out the Gameshow Lounge YouTube channel. Subscribe to yours truly, Mike Bombardier, as well. Until next time, we talk about shows that'll keep you hitting your buzzers. We're wishing you a pleasant good evening, wherever you may be.
Yep. Good night, everybody. Well,